Hey, what's up? It's EnigmaHood, and we're live. Alright, brand new game. This is Twilight Princess. This is the HD version. But I'm playing it via like a composite converter thing. This is actually the first time I'm testing out the composite converter. It's working pretty well. So we can actually just testing it for input lag. Seems okay, I guess. We'll play with this thing. How do I delete this? Erase this. Okay. What is this? Hero mode? Take double damage? Hell no. We're gonna go to normal mode. Looks pretty good. If I were to guess, this probably looks a little bit better than just using composite alone. Looks good. And I get to use buttons instead of motion controls. Even better. Yep, this is the last game to be made in the Ocarina of Time style. Yeah, it's infected.
Hey!
You're all good. Good. Okay, so the first task is we have to find Epona. I can get rid of the mini-map, right? I beat Skyward Sword, yep, beat it yesterday. I'll highlight the review tonight, maybe. Here we are. I still need to highlight the review of Red Faction. Okay, so in this game, you pick up these reed things, and then you could use it to call Epona. Yep, I beat Red Faction. But we can hop on. Actually, I think the horse controls in this game are actually better than the ones in Breath of the Wild. It's very sluggish in Breath of the Wild, and I don't know why. Whoa, what the fuck happened? Okay, that was weird. That was strange. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to head over to the ranch, I guess. And that's up this way. This music's good. Hey, Sean. How are you doing? You played this game before, Sean? Okay, got that goat in. Yeah, so we just have to wrangle up all these goats. Played a long time ago, but never beat it. Okay. Yeah, I played it a long time ago as well. I played it on the Wii. This is the HD version, the Wii U version, which is a lot better. I did beat it on the Wii. I liked it, but I hated the motion controls. Luckily, this version eschews all of the crappy motion controls. It doesn't use motion controls at all. Thank goodness. So, yeah, this game is very similar to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask At least in like kind of like the overall vibe. Gameplay wise, it's more like Ocarina of Time. You know, kind of like feel atmosphere wise, kind of closer to Majora's Mask. No, hold on. Just got a text. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so we can jump over the fences. We'll just go right back into town. It's nighttime already, so time passes at the ranch. Yes, I want to save. Okay, push down. So I am using the tablet controller, so I can see the I can see my items and my mini-map on the tablet. Just makes it a little bit easier. I could use the Pro controller instead, but since I have this thing, I might as well use it. I really hope the battery life on this thing doesn't suck completely. Let's see what's down here. Alright, you can't see shit down here. That's fine. Here are the weirdo kids. Do I know who Mike Hughes is? The name sort of sounds familiar. Who is he? They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. That little kid is like kind of weird. You know who Mike Hughes is, ex-infected? Alright, so what's the point of that? We gotta get the slingshot, I guess. Not too familiar with this Mike Hughes character. Self-taught rocket scientist who's going to launch himself into the sky on a homemade rocket to prove the Earth is flat. He's in for a rude awakening. He's gonna win the Darwin Award, I'm sure. Like, this Mike Hughes guy. Like, I don't know why I said his name sounds familiar. I'm probably thinking of some other Hughes. But he sounds like a fucking idiot. Let me guess. Is he like a religious guy? Most people who think the Earth is flat are religious guys. How is he gonna make the rocket? What kind of rocket fuel is he gonna use? Godspeed. I'm curious what kind of rocket fuel he thinks is a good fuel to use. Homemade rocket, huh? Any kind of homemade rocket you make sure you're not riding in it. You know, actually, you can use water as the propellant, but you can't use it as fuel. In rocketry, fuel and propellant are two different things. Fuel is what provides the energy, whereas propellant can be made out of anything as long as it's just some kind of mass to expel that you recoil off of. So you can make like a water rocket, and you could just the energy can come from just simple water pressure. So that will work. You can make like a little rocket using Diet Coke and Mentos too, and the propellant is mostly water in that case. And then what provides the fuel is the chemical reaction between the Mentos and the Coke. But yeah, any idiot that's trying to build their own rocket and thinks the Earth is flat, it's gonna blow up. Oh wait, I wasn't listening to what this kid was saying. Mom has the fishing rod now. Ask her about it. She should be doing the laundry. Okay. He made the rocket. He was denied a permit. Oh. This kid doesn't want me taking the damn thing. So the permit was for what? To launch... Launch where? He's a 61-year-old limo driver. Climb into his homemade vessel. Why doesn't, like, let's say he's stupid enough to believe this anyway, right? We'll put aside the stupidity. Why doesn't he just launch a rocket? I mean, why doesn't... Oh man, like every time I think of it, there's no like rational way to think about this. But why doesn't he just use a drone instead with a camera? You know, why does he feel like it's necessary for him to launch in it? I think he just wants attention. There's no fucking way he can be this fucking dumb. And if he is this fucking dumb, he's gonna win the Darwin Award. But I have a hard time believing anyone can be this dumb. He's dumb, yeah. Well, dumb people don't last too long when they're this dumb. You know, there's plenty of dumb people out there, but like to be this dumb, this exquisitely dumb, you know, natural selection has a habit of weeding out the exceptionally stupid people. You know, if you think jumping off a cliff is a good idea, well, yeah, natural selection would like to have a word with you. If you think it's a good idea to make your own homemade rocket to prove the Earth is flat, and if you think the Earth is flat, and you think that you can make a rocket, you know, it kind of goes hand in hand. You know, that's why like when Hollywood makes dumb aliens, they don't make any sense, because any kind of civilization that's advanced enough to travel between stars isn't going to be stupid enough to come to a planet. You know, remember the movie Signs? You know, the biggest complaint is that, you know, the aliens in that movie are stupid because they're vulnerable to water for whatever reason, and they come to a planet that has an atmosphere that has water in it. And the vast majority of the planet is covered in water. You know, like any civilization in real life, any civilization that's advanced enough to travel between stars would never be that stupid, right? Only people are that stupid. So natural selection has a habit of weeding out the idiots. He's gonna find out. I'm not seeing a cradle. He's 61. There was some dumb woman dumb enough to fuck that guy. I hope not. Let's hope his kids are smarter than he is. If he has kids. Well, he may have lived long enough to pass on his genes, but if his kids are as stupid as he is, they won't last long, now will they? The question is that whether they're smart enough to live long enough to pass on their genes. So that's how natural selection works. But, you know, obviously I'm not even using it in the literal sense, am I? We're just pointing out how much of a moron that he is. I'm looking for a basket? I don't really know what I'm looking for. Some kind of basket or something. What is this? Oh. Do I want to mess around with this? Wasn't a good idea. Trick to lose the bees, run into the water. Looking at a picture of his rocket, looks like a trash can with fins. Why doesn't he just put a camera on it? Why does he need a ride on it? Because that adds unnecessary... I mean, even if you put aside the fact that it's unbelievably dangerous and stupid, it just adds unnecessary bulk and weight.
Oh.
Alright. So we just hop across that thing there. So what am I doing here? So there's a little bit of motion controls here, just for aiming, but it's not necessary. So what am I trying to direct this thing at? Alright, so I'm looking for a basket? Let's try this one more time. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this bird. It's directed at this guy. Nope. Whatever. I guess we should just talk to the people, since I don't know exactly what to do. So we need the slingshot in order to get that. Right. Hmm. He ate the fish we were gonna have for supper. Gave him a good scolding. Alright, so we gotta find the cat in order to activate the shop. I wonder if I can change controllers, like in mid-game or whatever. I might be able to. What's in here? Locked. So we need to get that basket back. Let's just talk to people until we figure it out. This goat was taught a valuable lesson today, not to mess with me. Alright, what the hell do I do? What do I do now? What the hell? She locked herself in? This way? Here we go. And then... I still don't know exactly what the bird does. I can't remember. I think it can catch things. But I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. We can direct it at the beehive then. There we go. So that's what we needed to do, right? What do we have? Where is it? Okay, I guess we can just keep going up. So what Zelda games have you played, Sean? All this does is just gets us rupees, that's it? Oh, great. So that's it. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. So that did absolutely nothing for us. Let's go up there again. Maybe we can do something else with it. I don't have the fishing rod yet. In order to get the fishing rod, that woman wants me to get her cradle from down the river, but I don't know how to get it. Like, apparently she lost some cradle or something. Here, I'll show you in a second. Yeah, I think that was all I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, I gotta get the fishing rod. Alright, forget that. In order to get the fishing rod, so we need to talk to her. She will give us the fishing rod. We're gonna float off to... Can we talk about the fishing rod until later? So she wants some kind of cradle or something. She said float it down the river. Okay, so let's follow the stream here. This canal, whatever the hell it is. So look around here. Let's see, there's nothing here. Then you have this thing that's gated off, and then I see that thing up there. So that thing obviously has the fishing rod, right? So I'm thinking, okay, we probably have to use the bird, right? But every time I try to use it, it doesn't seem to work. So let me give it another shot. Okay, you can get closer. Okay. So maybe this will work. This should work now, right? There we go. Okay, now we can get the fishing rod. She's walking as slow as possible. Oh, come on! You think you can hustle it a little bit? Okay. Find got our first item. Alright, face the water and use it to cast. Press and hold the assigned button to pull the line in when you get a bite. So press and hold it when I get a bite. Face the water, use it to cast. Okay. You can catch fish without bait. Bait catches bigger fish. is like kind of dumb. I have to drag and drop it. Can't they think of a better way of doing it? Alright, whatever. Alright, now we fish. Okay. The most boring part of any game, fishing. Yep. Fishing. Hold on, let's find a different spot. Let's go to where the cat is. The cat was over here, right? Okay, now there's fish over here. This should work. This should work better. Damn it. There we go. You used to have to use the Wiimote in order to fish in the original, in the Wii version. I shouldn't say the original Wii version because the GameCube is probably the original, whatever. But yeah, that thing was a piece of shit. Using the Wiimote to fish was awful. It didn't make any damn sense. It was confusing. Well, if it goes... How do I unequip this thing? It's like permanently equipped now. There's your cat. Now give me the slingshot. Oh, nice. We got a bottle. Now what? We need that slingshot. What are these other things? Bee larva. Uses fishing bait. Okay. And milk. Okay. Milk only. Alright, whatever. Slingshot. I'll buy it. Pumpkin seeds, okay. You can get bee larva for free? How do you get bee larva? Okay. Let's assign that thing. Scuba jar on a broken bee nest. Oh, okay. So like one up there. Okay, so now that we have the slingshot, what do we do now? Better save. Okay, hold on. I just need to go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Corey. What's up? Corey's in the house. Okay. How you doing, Corey? Hope everything's going well. Find a house you can reach by climbing a ladder and shoot the spider blocking your way. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, X-Infected. Everything's going well. Wait a minute, I need to modify camera speed. Hold on. Is there a way to modify the camera speed? Camera control. I wish it could be a little bit faster, but it's not a big deal, I guess. That's alright. So when was the last time you played this game, Corey? You've been, okay, so this is probably it then, right? Has it been a while? How do you rank this game compared to Skyward Sword? You like Skyward Sword more? Oh, you played it last week. Okay, so there's a spider somewhere around here? I don't see any spiders. Last thing you did was get Epona back. Prefer Skyward Sword? Oh, the ladder has a spider on it, okay. So why do you prefer Skyward Sword over Twilight Princess? Is it because Skyward Sword did something different, whereas Twilight Princess uses the Ocarina of Time formula, and you just kind of prefer something different? Do you prefer the motion controls? You like the graphics more? Definitely Skyward Sword is a much more colorful game than this. I prefer the art style in this game. Graphics, story, kind of like the controls when they work. So you prefer the motion controls? Strange, I don't see any house. A spider blocking the way. This is like a hobbit home. What is she doing just standing here? I prefer that, if I can speak, I prefer there to be more color. But I do prefer the art style of this game over cel-shaded graphics. Looks like there is something behind there, but you can't reach it. What about if I go from the other side? It's probably just a rupee. But it's kind of weird how it's just kind of like wedged in there. Oh, a group of kids are staying behind the house. Okay. Thank you, Sean. So it's probably not in this area. So let's go back. Actually, it's probably not even here. So this heads to the ranch. Let me just check out the mini-map here. This is the Wii U version, so I can have the mini-map on my tablet. Unfortunately, the battery life will be gone in like 2 hours, so I might have to switch over to the Pro Controller. I hear the kids, so this has got to be it. Yeah, there's the spider. There we go. So we just have to head back to our house. Got a treasure chest here. What do we have? Wooden sword. Alright. Guess that's it. So what about the exploration aspect, though? I mean, wouldn't you say that you prefer exploring in Zelda games, or do you prefer the more linear style of Skyward Sword? With the back-to-back dungeons everywhere. That little kid in the middle is just like so odd looking. Okay. Yeah, this kind of uses a little bit of the old motion sensing as well, but it works better here. What the hell? Like exploring, there are things about it I don't like. There are things that I don't like about it, but the things I do like about it keeps piling up. Yeah, Skyward Sword's a very linear game, very different in feel and gameplay to all the other Zelda games, so you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Very rarely are you in the middle. When I first played it, I hated it, but now I'm one of the few that actually migrated somewhere to the middle. Okay, I'm gonna use the sword. The Boken. Boken is a wooden sword, wooden katana. Love the first Zelda game. Yeah, you can do them in any order, if you're good. Well, I mean, there's probably some things that you have to do first, but, yeah. For the most part, you can explore and do dungeons out of order. But it only works if you're really good at the game. If you suck at the game, or I shouldn't even say suck, if you're just a casual gamer, you have to kind of do it in order. Otherwise the game becomes really hard. I have beaten it though. It's a good game. Link to the Past and Wind Waker. We're going to be doing Wind Waker next. Link to the Past is also really good. It's kind of funny because when I first played A Link to the Past, I didn't like it. But when I streamed it, which was many years after I first played it, I really loved it. Yeah, it's a great game. Hey, it's a monkey. Where do they run off to? This way? You know, this game is the last. This is gonna be the last game that uses the Ocarina of Time style. So, if you loved Ocarina of Time and you love that style of game, then really this is it. Because from here on out, it's gonna be different. They're gonna follow the Breath of the Wild style or just try something different. Being the game dozen times as a kid, has the best music. Yeah, that's one of the games that I want to try to beat at least once a year. There's some games that are just so good that they're worth beating at least once a year. Games like that are games like Donkey Kong Country, the entire Donkey Kong Country series, Sonic, Mario. They're also good that you want to kind of make it a ritual, yearly ritual. I definitely want to add a Link to the Past to that. So maybe I might even stream it again one day. We'll see. We're gonna need Epona for this, right? Let's see, where do we go? What do we do here? Just hit the fence, maybe? Video on YouTube that explains why A Link to the Past is better than Ocarina of Time. Well, I'll always like Ocarina of Time more because that was the first Zelda game I owned, and in fact it's the first Zelda game I ever played. And when I first played A Link to the Past, I didn't like it because it was so different from Ocarina of Time. You know, so inevitably people are gonna enjoy the game that they played first more. So if people grew up with A Link to the Past, they're gonna like it more. This doesn't make any damn sense. Where am I supposed to go? And the funny thing is, when I first played Ocarina of Time, like, obviously I knew about the 2D games, but I thought all the 2D games were like Zelda 2. And the reason is because growing up, I didn't have an NES, but all my neighbors did. All the neighborhood kids had it. And that was the game that I saw them play. I saw them play Zelda 2. And so I thought all the 2D Zelda games were side-scrolling like that. Maybe this way? Or we need... Okay, we can get Epona this way. So when I first played Zelda 1 and A Link to the Past, I was like, what the hell is this? This is not what I was expecting at all. And I didn't like it. I can tell you what, like, one of the things I didn't like was I didn't like how the shield worked. I was like, what the hell? Like, you can't even use your shield. It only works against certain projectile attacks. Whereas in Ocarina of Time, you know, it works against melee attacks too. And it was actually useful. And to this day, I still maintain that the shield is pretty much like crap in Zelda 1 and Zelda 3. It's not very useful, but I still like the games. It took a while for them to grow on me. You had to accept them for what they were, being so different. When was the last time I played this? So it must have been, I want to say like 10 years ago. Yeah, probably 10 years ago. Right around the time when the Wii first came out, because this was a launch title for the Wii. Use it once to light it, press A, put it out, okay. Okay, let me just equip this thing. We need oil. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. How do I put it away? There we go. Yeah. There's inevitably going to be people, the fans are going to be divided between what they prefer more. Where they prefer the 2D games or the 3D games. Well, I mean, yeah, you could say that A Link to the Past is probably more, I mean, like, linearity is one of those tricky things, you know? Like, even the illusion of non-linearity is usually good enough. Like, if you feel like you can do anything, as long as you're exploring, I think that's all that really matters. I don't think it really matters whether you can do the dungeons out of order or not. I don't even, I mean, can you even do the dungeons out of order in A Link to the Past? I don't know if you can. At least not in a casual playthrough. Maybe in a glitched run you can. I don't know, but... I mean, yeah, there's exploration in both, though. Like, I don't know which one's more linear, which one's more non-linear, but I prefer, like, having a 3D environment to explore. You didn't like the combat in Ocarina? I liked it. I'm the complete opposite. I didn't really like the combat in Zelda 1 or Zelda 3. Like, the thing I didn't like was how cheap the enemies were, because they could clip right into you. And after they clip into you, you take a ton of damage. Like, and they'll keep on doing damage after they've clipped into you. Yeah, that I wasn't too big of a fan of that, and I still don't like it. It's more like a matter of, well, I got used to it now. But when I first played it, I really hated that. You know, how the enemies would, if you touch them, yeah, they do damage, but then they they're on top of you. Okay, now we can use this thing. No problem, X-Infected. Yeah, and then Zelda 1, the other thing that kind of bothered me was, you can only attack in front of you, which made combat really tough. And I felt like the sword beam was kind of like a crutch to get around the kind of limited combat, but like you can only use it when you're at max health, which kind of defeated the purpose. And like when I first played it, I was bad at the combat, and like anytime I lost the sword beam, I was pretty much screwed. Obviously I'm better at the game now, but yeah, that was kind of a problem for me when I first played it. Yeah, you do. Okay, so you do have to do that levels in order. You could use different equipment for the same puzzles. Well, I mean, it depends on like what you're talking about. Like the mirror shield, yeah, the mirror shield's situational, but like stuff like the bow obviously was always very useful. I mean, it depends on the item. The hook shot remained useful throughout the game. So items are a big part of the older Zelda games, of course, so... Yeah, one of the hallmarks of a good Zelda game is having good items. Of course, Breath of the Wild is kind of the exception because it makes up for it with the exploration. This game, from what I recall, had good items too, though. I really like the spinny top thing. Even though it's situational, you can only use it in specific parts. It was still good. The Beyblade. It was cool as fuck. I can't wait to get it. It was probably my favorite item in all the Zelda games. Even though it's situational, just like when you use it, it's like it's so fast. In a game that's, well, kind of slow. It's like all of a sudden you get this burst of speed. And if we want to talk about stuff that's useful throughout the game, let's talk about Majora's Mask. You know, the Goron transformation is very useful throughout the entire game. Zoran Link is also really useful. In water, obviously. Okay, we got Big Lock here. Like Morrowind more than the predecessor? More than its descendants, you mean? What I call it, Zoran? Whatever, Zora Link? Whatever the fuck it's called. I prefer Moron Link myself. The only Elder Scrolls games that I've beaten, or even played for that matter, are Daggerfall and Morrowind. I actually beat those two games last year for the first time, and I was really happy about that because I've been meaning to play and beat those games for a long time. Yeah, they're both great. I really like them. If I were to guess, though, I probably would like the Descendants more, Oblivion and Skyrim, because I did play Fallout 3, and even though I don't like it as a Fallout game, I like it as an open world game, and I liked it more than Morrowind, if I'm completely honest. Like, I know some people prefer the lack of hand-holding in Morrowind, but like I felt like there just wasn't enough. It was a little too obtuse for me because I'm a very stupid guy and I don't know what the fuck to do sometimes. So I do need a little bit of guidance, but that's just me. And if some people prefer there to be no hand-holding at all, then yeah, of course, Morrowind is gonna be perfect for them. But I did like the waypoint system in Fallout 3 more, and I'm assuming Oblivion and the other game, they have that. It's just like, you know, like, when it's like giving me descriptions about where I'm supposed to go, like, it's too hard to figure out exactly where it is. Like, it'll be like, oh, it's near this horseshoe-shaped stone near the shore on the east end, and it's like, I'm going there, and like every single stone there looks like a horseshoe or whatever. I mean, like, it's just, I can't, it's too vague for me. I just kind of prefer the waypoint system more. Hey, Tatsu. But yeah, I know that Morrowind has its diehard fans, and I do like it. Alright, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Let's see, there's a thing to the top right, it looks like. Over here. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm glad we're on to Twilight Princess now. I prefer this game over Skyward Sword. Gonna go AFK? Okay, no problem. There's the key. But yeah, I haven't even played Oblivion or Skyrim yet. The reason is because I don't have a gaming PC yet. And I think those games are best played on PC with all the mods and stuff and graphical enhancers and everything. You know, I don't even know why I bothered to kill all the enemies in this area, because they just respawn as soon as I leave, so we're not gonna waste time doing that again. This area looks great. Like, even in standard definition, it looks pretty good. I like it. What do we got? What do we have here? What is this? These are potions. I don't need them. We already have our milk, and I haven't even used it yet. Yeah, the other kind of non-linear style game I want to try is Witcher 3. Definitely want to try that one day. I'll probably get that for the PS4. I'll just say fuck it and just get it for the PS4. I think I was waiting to get a gaming PC before I tried Witcher 3, but at this point I have no idea when I'm gonna get a gaming PC. Probably might be a while, so no point in waiting any longer. We'll just get it when there's a good sale. Maybe I can get the whole Game of the Year edition for 20 bucks that has all the DLC on it. Man, this game's so much better with buttons, without the shitty, gimmicky motion controls. I fucking hate that shit. Huzzah! Huzzah! This, that scene specifically reminds me of the scene from Majora's Mask with the monkeys. Or were they monkeys or Dekus? Whatever the fuck they are. You like Morrowind because you have to figure out what to do by talking to people and exploring? Yeah, that was kind of what I was talking about. Yeah. In Oblivion, they put a map marker where you have to go, yeah. And I understand that. Some people don't like the hand-holding. I prefer the waypoint system. I haven't played Oblivion, but I did play Fallout 3, and I'm assuming it's similar in that sense. And yeah, I know that there are people who just hate it. And fine, you know, I understand it. But like, when I was playing Morrowind, I got stuck so many times, and I had to rely on a walkthrough, and I had to rely on people helping me out in the chat. I just, like, one of the things I really hate is getting stuck. Like, in any game, I really hate it. That's why I don't have a problem with people helping me out. Like, I know there's people on Twitch who just, like, they hate, like, they call it backseating. They don't want any hints. They don't want any help at all. You know, if they're stuck for, like, 5 hours, they're okay with it. You know, I'm not one of those people. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there are games where I don't want help, but usually those games I play offline anyway. You know, I wouldn't stream a game where I'm like, oh no, don't tell me, you know, I'm not like that. The only thing I would say is, like, if I haven't played the game before and I'm streaming it and there's, like, storyline spoilers, I would prefer that not being spoiled for me. And that has happened to me before. If you haven't come, Link, gee, me and that monkey probably would have been eaten. What does it matter if we meet Princess Zelda? It's not like she wants us. It's not like she wants my dick. Welcome back, Tatsu. More when you could kill anyone you want. Yeah, you could, and then it would just give you like a message saying, oh, the strings of fate have been altered or whatever. Hold on, we got storyline stuff here. Yeah, I mean, it's just... And Vivek and Morrowind was one of the toughest NPCs to beat, but which most people wouldn't have experience only because the player has the choice to attack him or not. Oh, really? Yeah, I remember Vivek. That was the capital city in Morrowind or whatever. Or at least it was a big city. Yeah, I was playing Morrowind on the easiest difficulty because, like, when I first played Morrowind, like, here's the other thing, though, that I need to criticize about Morrowind. The combat is terrible. Like, the click, click, miss, click shit, that fucking sucks. It is so annoying. In fact, the combat in Morrowind was worse than Daggerfall's, in my opinion. And, like, at least in Daggerfall, like, your hits... Like, they hit more often than not, even at low levels. And, like, at least there was, like... it wasn't just click, you had to you had to right click and hold, and you could do different kinds of swipes. I mean, you could say that, you know, the different kinds of swipes don't really matter that much. But, like, later on, when you became more powerful, it was more fun. I don't know, for whatever reason, I actually liked the combat in Daggerfall more than Morrowind. Morrowind's combat was just awful for me. I really hated it. It's almost time for you to get going. Okay. So we have to wrangle the goats again. When I played it, yeah, the final boss was easy, but in all fairness, I was playing it with the difficulty slider at the bottom. But that was only because I was so sick and tired of all my hits missing. So I was just like, fuck it, you know, like all the difficulty slider does is it makes your hits do less damage and hit less often. That's all it does. I mean, you could say that, well, that's how it is in every RPG, but, you know, I mean, when the combat's that, like, I know people would say the combat is actually complex underneath all the veneer. They have numbers that are doing complex calculations and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, I understand that, but like, from the player's perspective, all you do is click, and it's so annoying. It's so bleh. But it makes up for that in other ways, obviously. Like, the game has excellent exploration. I love the world. It looks great. So yeah, I like Morrowind. But if I were to guess, yeah, I probably would like the later Elder Scrolls games more. But I definitely don't fault anyone for preferring Morrowind. It's an excellent game. And definitely the dungeons in Morrowind were not as, like, the dungeons in Daggerfall were terrible. They were so bad. They were labyrinthian up the ass, and like it was just like narrow corridor after narrow corridor, and it was awful. At least with Morrowind, like the dungeons were actually semi-decent. Okay, head to the mayor's place. Where's the mayor's place? Gift. That'll be our new outfit. She needs to back the fuck off. What the fuck? That guy never opens his eyes. What the fuck? Oh, you have one save where you try to kill every NPC in the game. Yeah, since I was trying to beat the game, like, I would encounter this weird thing where, like, you would kill an NPC and it would say, like, the threads of fate have been inexorably altered and now you're fucked for the rest of the game or some shit. And I was like, oh shit. Like, but you can do that in that game. You can just say fuck it to the main quest and do whatever you want. Personally, I prefer the game to have a goal. I want to beat it you know, at least once. Like, that was important to me because in the past I had always tried playing the game, but I could never beat it. So yeah, when I was streaming it, beating it was a priority. Killed the last known Dwemer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you, Tatsu. It felt good to beat it, and also Daggerfall as well. Felt good to beat those games after so long. You murdered the last known dwarf. Okay, so we need a head. Head where? This heads to the ranch, doesn't it? Yeah, that heads to the ranch. Let's head this way. Hey, minutes, yeah. Probably exploiting glitches and, you know, using levitation and stuff like that, sure. Guess I have to let him use it. Haven't eaten in almost 2 days. But you're not hungry? Well, I mean, that's weird for you because you always have the munchies, so what's going on? Haven't smoked. Feeling kinda down after what happened? What the fuck? How do I get through that? Where's the tunnel? Where's this, tunnel entrance here? You've been paranoid? Sounds to me like you need to get out of there. That's what you need to do. Just move, you know? If not out of the city, then at least to another apartment. in the back would kill her. Trying to remember what happens first. I think we get transformed to a wolf before we get our sword and shit, right? Can't remember. He would come back, I would fuck him up. Yeah, I mean, I think the best policy would just be just avoid trouble. I mean, what happens if you have to kill him? Better just to avoid that situation entirely. This is the weird thing that I never understood. Like, why does he transform into a wolf in the first place? And I have to say, I don't like the wolf in this game. Unlike the Goron and Zora transformations in Majora's Mask, this guy doesn't really do anything that Link can't already do himself. He can jump on things, and he can sniff things out. That's about it. That's... you know, that's nothing. Would have been nice if his transformation were better.
You're here. People are happy you're okay. You're okay. See, look at that. Just are you there? You still see that?
This bitch is mocking me. I never really liked Midna when I first played the game, but maybe my opinion might change. We'll see.
Have you talked with... It's cool to stay in shit.
Let's see, what do we do? Here we go.
What you need? What was any?
So what do we need to do?
Pippin Apiduska? Stick Zabita? Kubeho, the company pursued to here.
What did that do? Here we go. Well, well.
Aren't going to tell you again.
Okay, press X.
Brechita, recipe. Feel the game. You must be good. How can you with me? What's your second game?
Here we go. What is this? Some kind of door opened, I think. Where did it open though? Probably, hold on. Ah, fuck it. Oh, it's so much better without motion controls. I remember having to do this shit with motion controls. Like, you had to waggle just to attack even with the fucking wolf, which made no damn sense since, like, the wolf is supposed to... Like, the motion controls were supposed to be like swinging a sword, right? Well, how does that make sense for the wolf? So idiotic. Okay. Now what? Let's see. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So I already went in here, didn't I? Or yeah, I already went in there. Oh, a sewer level. Such a trope. RPGs always have sewer levels. They love them. Morrowind had sewer levels. Fallout had sewer levels. They all have sewer levels. Can't remember if the other Zelda games had sewer levels or not. They may have. I think Ocarina of Time, well, not really sewers. You're at the bottom of a well, though. What did this do? Raise the water level? So now we can swim over this thing, okay. Majora's Mask? No. No sewer levels. Not unless you count the water temple in that game. It wasn't called the water temple, but like, it doesn't count as a sewer level. Yeah, sewer levels are a big trope in RPGs.
You are
The reason is because the origins of RPGs are in Dungeons and Dragons, the pen and paper game, and that had dungeons in it, and not all RPGs took place in medieval times with dungeons, right? So the modern day equivalent to a dungeon would be a sewer. So it was always easy to do in any RPG, really.
oh, I'll be good with them.
The bomber's hideout, a sewer? Kind of sewery. I guess, yeah, that could count. But it's not, wasn't too long though. But yeah, I guess that could count. Kind of sewery. What do? Let's see. Talk to this guy. See, the abilities of the wolf are just so lame. It's like you can talk to people in this weird mode, but they don't even say anything useful. Like, I'll take Zora Link over this wolf thing any day. Okay, come on. Yeah, I remember when I was playing this game on the Wii, I would give up on the game like a lot because I just hated how you had to waggle the Wiimote in order to attack. It was so bad. Thank goodness for the Wii U port. Before you had to, it was either either the Wii version or the GameCube version. The GameCube version was a little worse than the than the Wii version in graphics department, but not by much. It was pretty similar. But finally we got the ultimate version with this one. Is that what I wanted to do? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I do have a mini-map on my tablet screen thing here, the tablet controller, so I can use that to help me figure out where to go next. So there she is, right? Here we go. So the reason why, oh wait, what is this? Okay, and then there's something here. Good. Why is she mocking me?
So you want beer? You really want beer? Beer.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, so the reason why the Zelda games are not considered to be RPGs is because of a lack of a level progression system. The only Zelda game to have a level progression system was Zelda 2, which I think is fair to consider to be a an action RPG. So I... Whoops.
Who are you?
With that said, I wouldn't mind seeing more RPG characteristics being implemented in future Zelda games. Of course, it should still have a real-time combat system, but it can have other mechanics similar to RPGs, like a level progression system of some kind.
You need a figurine.
A level progression system can make combat more satisfying and rewarding. In Breath of the Wild, it's already really good combat, actually, but it could be even better with a level progression system. These older games, they didn't need it, right? Because they were more linear than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is actually more similar to the Elder Scrolls games than it is to the previous Zelda games. It's very, very different, but very good. Different's not bad. Not necessarily bad. It can be bad. In my opinion, Skyward Sword was different in a negative way. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Increases your health. Whoops. A lot of games these days are implementing more RPG mechanics into their games anyway, you know. Deus Ex, Mass Effect, you know, they really found a good balance between action and RPG mechanics, and I really love those games. Just thinking about them makes me want to play them. Which we will. We'll stream those games one day. Who knows when, though? Guess we'll have to wait and see. I know where we are, idiot. Ever played BioShock? Yeah. In fact, I have that for the PS3, so I want to stream that as well. That's also another really good game that implemented RPG mechanics into an action framework. That was the spiritual successor to System Shock. I actually beat the original System Shock. I played System Shock 2, but I never beat it. I do want to stream that game one day, too. I heard they're going to make a System Shock 3, but I don't know much about it. I don't think they ever... Yeah, they never did like a reveal or a teaser trailer or anything like that for it, but it has been announced. I only played BioShock 1. I haven't played BioShock Infinite yet. That's another game that I should probably just get it. Did they ever make a PS4 version for BioShock Infinite? System Shock 2 is one of the scariest games ever made. Monkeys. Not a big fan of the monkeys. I can't remember the monkeys in System Shock 2. They did make a BioShock Infinite for PS4. Okay, maybe I should get that then. Because I don't know when I'm gonna get my gaming PC. Could be a while. heard Bioshock 2 was the black sheep in the family. I haven't played Bioshock 2. I heard Infinite was fantastic, though. Oh, there's a collection on PS4? Okay, in that case I should get the collection. Then I'll get Bioshock 2 as well. But is it just a port of the PS3 version then? It's not like a... Well, hopefully it's running in 1080p at least. Maybe in that case I'll just get that. Okay, this thing's annoying. Can you imagine the fiasco, the waggle fiasco I would be doing right now? I remember at the time, like, critics agreed that the waggle control sucked, but they were able to overlook it because combat was easy in this game. That's probably why they added hero mode in the Wii U version. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because they probably knew that the combat was too easy, and they wanted to actually challenge players with controls that didn't suck. See, look at this. I'm constantly attacking. My arm would be dead by now if I was using waggle controls. Alright. Stupid thing. Let's go. There we go. Not too sure about the storyline, but from a technical standpoint, best optimized games ever. You mean System Shock 2? Yeah, I'll definitely stream it one day. Yeah, just thinking about it makes me want to stream it. Okay, I need to use the jump attack here. There we go. Infinite, okay. Hey, Zax. Yep, still Legend of Zelda. But this is a different Legend of Zelda game. Okay, no problem, Corey. This is a prequel to the last one. I mean, timeline-wise, they're all different, though. I mean, technically, Skyward Sword is the first game in the timeline. So... I don't know why they even bother with trying to connect all the games when they don't really need to bother with connecting them all. I don't know, but they try to connect them all. Technically, Skyward Sword is the first game in the timeline, but this game came out before it. There's Zelda. No kissing allowed.
Maybe just like mine. Aren't any plus me?
Don't get too close. We can't have sex. Can't kiss or hug.
Mountain Dew, you ain't had this right?
This was once the land. Okay, I should probably narrate some of this shit because this is like actual storyline shit. This was once the land where the power of the gods was said to slumber. This was once the kingdom of Hyrule. But that blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules the Twilight. Okay. Let's try to figure out the storyline. It's been turned into the world of shadows, ruled by creatures who shun the light. Brunette Zelda. Feel like dying? What's wrong, Mexican? Time for you to choose surrender or die. You gonna sacrifice all your people? She chooses to surrender. Twilight covered Hyrule like a shroud, and without light, the people became as spirits. Starting to trip out. Don't know what the fuck is going on. What, you... What's causing it? I mean, you smoke marijuana and that's what's causing it? Like, why would you trip out? I mean, you've been smoking marijuana your whole life. Like, are you tripping out because you're paranoid about your friend? I mean, I totally get that. You need to get out of there. You need to do something about it then. All the people now, all the people know now is fear. kingdom succumb to Twilight. I remain its princess. Well, try to eat something light, something that goes down easy. Maybe a soup or something. Because you absolutely should eat something.
Let's start now. How about this picture sense? Yeah.
Especially for 2 days. Yeah. Definitely need to eat something. Alright, hold on. What do we need to do? Okay, let's just get the fuck out of here.
What do you eat? And I'm just yet. Do you prepare it to think time? Okay. I want to do.
I'm not forgetting anything. I want my human form back. Yeah, fuck those kids.
Well, make up your need. Will it eat? You need to do you eat? A speech H-U-E. Children, it's my brother. The building she was it. Do you need me?
Yeah, this is the thing I didn't like, how they were belaboring the whole wolf thing. I wanted to transform back. I remember when I first played the game, I was like, really? I'm not transformed back yet?
Action. You're here. You come with it any break you time. There's one thing come. You aren't breaking the pay any kids would saturate my body. With me, you give me. One and if you. With this one time. People just be there. Keepers looked to me. Giving for the cool to baby cats up. Be there.
What's it saying? Go this way? We'll head off this way, why not?
Plus you time you get me. It would exist as
Fine, go the other way. Let's try get that sword and shield, and then we'll be able to transform back. Must be this way. Alright, what do we have? What do we gotta do? Can I still climb? No, I can't. That's fine. Let's see, where should we head to? Head this way to the ranch? Nope. Can't go here. Let's head back. I see things. Assholes. Okay, so gotta just run off. And then what? Wait until they come out, okay. Too far away. I keep forgetting I can use the right analog stick to adjust the camera. There we go.
Come as you may. And it won't one time. It will come big.
We'll go across here. Chicken wings and pasta. Sounds good. Wow. This asshole.
Will your power.
This is also kind of retarded. The howling thing. No problem, Mexican. You need something. Alright, now we should get the shield should be in here. Where is it?
What team?
Where's the shield? Oh, I know. Wait, no, that didn't do anything. What the fuck do I do? What the hell do I do? Let me save. Oops. There we go.
Destruction.
Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. There's the shield.
From Kitty was the name.
Okay, how do we get out of here now? Oh, I see. It's very, very particular about how it wants to jump out of here. Climb up, climb up. There we go. Now the sword. Do we need to sneak up on them as well? Am I playing this for another 12 hours? Probably not. I might actually just, we'll probably do a shorter stream tonight. 12 hours is quite a daunting task, I must say. Yeah, this will be a shorter stream. Just to kinda get the ball rolling a little bit. Then maybe we can do like a longer stream tomorrow. 12-hour stream for the win. Yeah, we did that once. Wait a minute. We're getting spotted. Let's see, senses. Here we go. There we go. Hello. What is your name? Lycan My Chances? How are you? You a fan of Twilight Princess? Let's see, where's the sword now? Here it is, isn't it? Yeah. Go, dog. What? The sword's crafted by Russell, best swordsman in Ordon.
From what week really do you feel good time?
Looks like you can actually be useful when you concentrate. Alright.
Great time. You did just that.
So now we need to get out of here. I'll read the dialogue from time to time, not all the time. It would take forever to read it all out loud. It's very rude to go to someone's stream and tell them what to do, especially when I don't even know you, Lycan. Fair warning. So we gotta go. Where do we go? We keep going this way, I think. Alright, now we can transform back. Boss fight? Now we can transform back. Yeah. They come by from time to time. This guy looks like the thing from Princess Mononoke. The forest god, remember that? Which became the Night Walker. You're a troll Mexican. You trolled Buka. That's okay. Troll Buka as much as you like. Migto? Don't know what that is. The entire kingdom has been reduced to a netherworld, ruled by the cursed power of darkness. That guy is a piece of shit. The blight will not stop with Hyrule. Before long, the entire world of light will fall into the hands of the king. Oh, didn't read fast enough. Lost light must be recovered. The 3 light spirits who have lost their light must be revived. Men going their own way. Oh yeah, I heard of that. They're kind of they're similar to the herbivore men in Japan, I think. Yeah, I have heard of them. There is but one who can revive them and redeem this land. You. Of course it's me. It's always up to me. My true power. They're mad because of the child support. Yeah, I remember their arguments. They would say stuff like, men should be able to opt out of being, you know, a father, just like a mother can opt out by having an abortion, not realizing that an abortion is not the same thing as not paying for a child. Those transformed by Twilight usually cannot recover their original forms. Unless... if you were to return to Faron Woods. Pretty sad that the government has to force some people to take care of their children. And unfortunately, we live in a world where there are deplorable sacks of shit. Yuko's to blame for all that. He was being a dickhead, yeah. I mean, I warned him, too. Anyone's welcome to come, as long as they behave. Yeah, let's save. Whoops. Alright, now can we go through? Fern woods that you know so well, they're now covered in twilight.
And it's gonna be a woodsy one.
Yep, we're good. How much more will I be a wolf? I'm not sure. Hopefully not much longer. Not a big fan of the wolf. I mean, after I transform back into a human, you can transform into a wolf whenever you want. I prefer being in human form. You like the wolf, Zax? I like his design, but in terms of function, he doesn't do anything that Link can't already do. You prefer the wolf, X-Infected? Guy was crying about how women only want men for their money, and then he went on to bitch about gender roles. Well, whenever you generalize an entire group as saying women only want men for their money, no, there's plenty of women who don't think like that. Are there some? Of course. Just like there's some men who are D-bags. That doesn't mean they're all D-bags. Doesn't mean all men are assholes. There's actually some decent men out there. He went on to bitch about gender roles. What did he say about the gender roles? Gather some things. Alright.
One picture there was one time. What are those? How big you need to cut the anything?
I sort of remember this part. Yeah, these are, you have like arenas, and then you need to stun enemies. And then you can perform like a quick attack. Actually, that quick attack was kind of cool. The pro and con of being a wolf? There really isn't a con, I guess. It just doesn't do anything that you can't do as regular Link. I mean, except for this like kind of quick attack that we're probably gonna learn in just a second. Lindor chocolate. Candy cane. You're a chocolate kind of guy, huh, Zox? There we go. That attack is pretty cool, actually. I like it. Definitely combat in the Wii U version. So much better than it was in the Wii version. This is definitely the ultimate version. I like Linden. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. How do you pronounce it? Linden? He said women are wasting their fertile years trying to get careers. If women can't work, then of course they are going to go after guys with money. He was an idiot, so I trolled him. Is this a guy on YouTube or Twitch? It's probably on YouTube, right? When you exclude women from the workplace, you're losing out on a lot of talent. Excluding people based upon gender or race is always idiotic. Not to mention immoral. I mean, even putting aside the immorality of it, which it absolutely is immoral, it's illogical. If you can do the job, doesn't matter who you are. Roosh V. Never heard of him. Sounds like a D-bag to me, though. Very D-baggy sounding name. Roosh the douche. Those who live in the light become mere spirits. It is a place where the dark ones and evil creatures dwell. Keep it in this vessel. Okay, we're gonna get... Okay, so once we collect all the tiers for this thing, then we can return to human form. Use X census, okay. Shadows of Twilight, the dark insects are as invisible as normal beings are here. Let me use the less of my power, reveal the location of the dark insects. Okay. They are the form taken by evil once it has latched onto our scared light. Wings and pasta arrived. Hope they're good. I haven't eaten yet. I should probably eat soon. Rape should be legal. He should move to Saudi Arabia. He'd love it there. Okay. So I have my mini-map here on my tablet, so I can use that. Unbelievable. Only one of those, what they call meninists, would think something so stupid. They go by a whole bunch of different names. MRAs, meninists. Kinda dumb.
One shower.
Oh, so I gotta use X, or how do we do in this? If rape was legal, women wouldn't put themselves in situations where they can get raped. What the fuck? Wait a minute. If rape was legal, women wouldn't put themselves in situations where they can get raped. No. That's, first of all, that's victim blaming, which is immoral. Second of all, hey Allie. How you doing? Second of all, Yeah, it's immoral. No matter what, you can't victim blame. And making rape legal wouldn't change anything like that. Like, I mean, it's so fucking stupid that, like, I can't even describe how stupid it is. Like, it's an argument that's not even worth arguing. Like, I shouldn't even have to retort that with a logical argument. It should be self-evident that it's wrong. So, okay, I'm a little confused as to what I'm supposed to do here. You a little sleepy, Allie? Yeah, you woke up really early. At least early for Allie. And she didn't get a lot of sleep. Yeah, if you need to take a nap, don't worry about it. Actually, I might have to close up kind of soonish because I didn't eat anything myself. I'm getting a little tired. We can do a longer stream tomorrow. Mark these words. The shadows of Twilight during... Okay. Look in the places I have marked on your map and recover the tears of light from these. Okay, I'm looking at my map and... Oh, okay, I think I see them now. Okay, yeah, I see them. I think. Got him? Yeah, okay, here we go. That's how you do it. What are you saying, Mexican? 30K people supporting rape should be legal? What are you talking about? Kind of feel a little sick? A little oh no! What do you think might be causing it, Allie? You think it might be like a cold or something? Yeah, there should be one in here. We need to get in here. How do we get in here? Maybe around here? Whoop. Yeah. And even if, like, let's just entertain his idiotic argument for 2 seconds. The proof that what he's saying it wouldn't work is Saudi Arabia. People still get raped there, even though, you know, the victims are oftentimes blamed for their own victimization in Saudi Arabia when it comes to sexual assault and rape. It does nothing. It does nothing to mitigate the rate of rape. And you don't... Like, I mean, it's like saying we should abolish criminalizing murder because then people will be more careful about who they piss off. You can use the same logic there. If you have time, watch Why Are Women Being Educated? Most insane video I've ever seen. If you want, you know, just for shits and giggles, if you want, you can post it on the Discord. Just type in !Discord, and if you want, you can post it there, so we can. Like, I hate, like, advertising his channel because he sounds like he doesn't deserve it. He sounds like a scumbag, but you know, if it's funny, it might be worth watching to make fun of it. Sean said he has 30,000 people supporting him on YouTube, meaning they didn't care what he says and still support him. It's not rape if you enjoy it. It's Mexican. I know you're trying to be funny, but it's hard to be funny when it comes to rape. I have yet to hear a good rape joke. They're usually the opposite of funny. What's with these bugs? Those things aren't normal. No, Mexican. If you're honestly not trying to be funny, then you're not right. Consent is what is important, not enjoyment, not pleasure. Alright, we'll go up this way and take a left. Oh, damn it, we can't go this way. So how do I get over here? Probably, oh wait, yeah, here we go. Without women, we go extinct. Yep. Without men, we go extinct. Yeah, it just sounds like that guy sounds like just some idiot that hates women, probably because he's ugly. He probably was rejected by women, and now he's really butthurt over it. You know, that's usually why men hate women, because they want to have sex with women, but they're so ugly and they have horrible social skills that no woman wants to have anything to do with them. What guy am I referring to? Sean told us a little bit about some scumbag piece of shit on YouTube. What was his name? Roosh? Roosh the douche? Let's see. How do we get through this part? Here we go. Okay, there should be... Oh, welcome back, Corey. Hey, Ollie, remember when that idiot couldn't figure out that you need to be a wolf in order to cross this part? Corey's in the house! Whoa. American guy with a big beard. Big nasty, like smelly beard. Okay. Oh shit, we went too far. Fuck! I totally forgot to get what we actually set out to get. Alright, let's go back. Let's try that again. Yeah. That guy. He kept on trying to jump onto these things as Link. And like it didn't register in his brain that, you know, this is not what you're supposed to do, dude. we got everything here. Let me just... Okay, yeah, we got everything. Nasty beard, huh? Whoa! Okay. Alright. Okay. And there should be one over here. Alright, there should be 3 more, but I only see 2 more on my map here. Oh hey dragon. Life is fickle, why waste it not playing Destroy Dick December? Destroy Dick December sounds kinda nastified. Come on, do the attack. So how do we use the super attack? We got hold down B. Okay, we got hold down. There we go. There we go. Oh, we gotta get them all in one spot though. Can't even finish your food. Yeah, just take it a little at a time. Just eat a little bit, and then, you know, just put the rest in the fridge. Don't have to finish it all at once. I'm kind of surprised you decided to go for wings and pasta. I mean, if you're not feeling well, you should probably go for something that goes down easy, like soup or something. Anxiety's killing you? Oh no. Is it about school? Okay, I know where the last one is. I missed it, but it's not hard to get. Yeah. Ellie's been having really bad anxiety these days. School's been stressing her out, among other things. Oh, hold on one second. this way. Yeah, chicken noodle soup would be good. You know, it's unfortunate when scummy people are rewarded for being scummy people. I won't name any names, but at the end of the day, scummy people, they don't make it. They don't make it for very long. Karma's a bitch, you know? There we go. That's all of it. Especially when, you know, especially when they engage in some questionable antics, like perhaps view botting, you know, it's gonna bite them in the ass in the end. That's all I'm gonna say.
Astro take any to your eye.
Alright, now can we return to our human form? Should make one about Buka, Mexican. That would be funny as hell. Got the Life by Korn. Got the Life. Oh yeah, I remember that song. The spirits of light who dwell in Hyrule. By the order of the gods, I protect this forest. Land covered in twilight, where people roam as spirits, you were transformed into a blue-eyed beast. You don't have to miss him. I can transform into him whenever I want, after I transform into a human. True, it wouldn't, because Buka is a no-name loser, so... There's a sign that the powers of the Chosen One rest within you, and that they are awakening. I've already transformed back. Finally. Took about 3 hours. Alt accounts watching it. It is, I'm gonna say it's very strange how he does get a high viewer count, but his chat is unusually, suspiciously dead. It's just weird. This is your favorite looking Link? Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the more, for lack of a better term, more realistic looking Link over the cel-shaded Link. Yeah. His power is yours. His is the true power that slept within you. You are the hero chosen by the gods. Because of its nature, it is a power that should never be touched by any who dwell in the light. But this world weeps beneath the mantle. What does that say? It's a little fuzzy. Mantle, I think it's what's saying, right? Mantle of shadows, and so there is no choice. We must match the power of the King of Shadows. Oh, man. Well, Zax, I mean, you don't even need to do that. There are bots, actually, that can do that for you, believe it or not. They call them view bots. Viewer botting. That's why he turned into that beast. Whoops. Ooh, amiibo functionality. Too bad I don't have any amiibos. Yeah, already my gamepad is starting to die. Alright, we're actually gonna call it for tonight. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll stream longer. We'll try to go for a longer stream tomorrow. But yeah, we'll close up for tonight. My thingamajiggy that converts HDMI to composite and stuff like that came. I tested it out. Composite works. I just need to kind of fiddle around with this video to see if it'll work. Anyway, we'll pick this up again tomorrow. I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. I'm gonna make a diss track to Buka. Yeah, do it. That'll be hilarious, Mexican. and you can link it in the Discord if you want. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Bye.